Irate residents marching for the third day. Twigs at hand to protest what they say is rising cases of insecurity in the oil-producing county. They took several hours to break the gates to Ngamia 8, and some, in an apparent rush to gain access, jumping over the fence after disabling the electric fence.
Nataka mali yetu ile imeenda mara mbili kwa Pokoti. Nataka na yote arudishe. Kama hakuna mafuta haiendi, hiyo ndio naamua. Kama hakuna sisi taumia hapa.
I am requesting His Excellency to abide by his words. What he said in Ngamia 8. We are now in Ngamia 8, where you opened oil, and now we have come to close it simply because of insecurity. Your Cabinet Secretary Matiang'i has failed these Turkana people.
On Friday, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i warned local leaders against issuing ultimatums and instead seek lasting solutions to their problems. Area MPs led the angry residents in blocking trucks headed to Mombasa, demanding more jobs for the local youth, security, and measures against pollution. And to help us contextualize and understand this matter, I sought the opinion of a policy expert, Professor Peter Kagwanja of the African Policy Institute. Kagwanja likens the ongoing protest to what scholars call the curse of natural resources. But more fundamentally, he says, the ongoing conflict may also be attributed partly to the creation of counties which in themselves are on a race to create their own identities for survival.
Counties are themselves fostering a new thinking about, the self. It is creating a new space for contestation of power. And not just political power, the contestation also of resources. The question of us versus them is coming in, however you want to look at it. Us versus them may also translating into our resources and their resources. And therefore, the national ownership, collective ownership of resources across the world is beginning to become an issue. We don't need to go the way of South Sudan, where resources that are supposed to be helping our people become a curse for our people.
But all this notwithstanding, his caution is that bad politics and the self-centered interest of local leaders and politicians has fueled the flames of the conflict with little regard to possible consequences.
Kenya has a tragic history of politicians exploiting grievances, genuine grievances arising from the way we relate as a people, the way we are as communities, in order to make political capital.
He says the country must change its political thinking.
We need to begin possibly a system for political education to get a leadership that can serve this country with one mind. We seriously need political education, and we need to invest in it. Other countries are doing it.
President Uhuru Kenyatta and Narok Governor Josephat Nanok in May this year signed a formula for the sharing of the revenue generated from the oil, ending a long-standing tussle with the community. In the agreement, 75% of all oil revenue will be shared among all Kenyans through the national government, 20% to the county government, and 5% will go to the local community. Silas Apollo, NTV.